A government decision, I'm very sure that some of us don't even know how it comes about, how it came about. Is it? Do you understand? Some people call government decision maybe a title, but in the real sense, it's really not even a title. It's a process to a title, which is gazette. Until it's a gazette, right? It's not a title yet. Are you with me? So that doesn't also mean that when you see properties without CFOs, they are totally bad, but just ensure that they are what? Free from government acquisition. Is that correct? All right, so what we are going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at what is a brand, why is branding important, TikTok ad setup and the technicalities, and question and answers, of course, then conclusion. All right, so for the sake of the poll, just
it doesn't have a specific definition. I want to put it this way: if you are not in a place today, what will people think about you? That is a brand. Like now, anytime I travel to Canada, people in property link, everywhere is they'll be missing me. They say, Mr. Kimi, or where guys gather, gather together. What you do, your character, your everything you do, that when you are not there, that people talk about you is your brand.
All right, thank you very much.
In simple terms, I'll just say public perception.
All right.
Yeah, public perception. How you're seen.
How you are seeing, yes.
Yeah.
I can say it's your signature.
It's your signature, exactly. I know any other person?
It's like a unique identity.
It's like a unique identity. So simple to put, it's like the uniform that you wear. Is that correct? What people remember you for. What people know you for. Is that correct? A lot of people have unique identities. Like for instance, you can even see some of our comedians right now online. They have their identities already. Is that correct? For instance, this guy, Savinos, whenever you see a blue t-shirt, long sleeve, right? And a small tie on the neck. Is that correct? You know that's Savinos. And you have the other guy on the green shirt. That's your brand, that's your signature, right? Once you see that particular shirt, that green t-shirt, you want to click on those videos and watch them, even without seeing their name. It has become their brand. Are you with me? So we have other people like that as well. So let's go into it and see what branding really means. What do we have here? A brand is the identity and the image of a business, product, individual as perceived by the public, which is shaped by its name, logo, values, messaging, and customer experience. Is that correct? I wanted to make a reference to a particular trend on the real estate right now, but I think I wouldn't want to use that anymore. But let's see. Like we have it here, you also know that your brand does not have to also be a product. You personally can be the product and brand yourself to it. Is that correct? There are some certain things you can even add to your videos from the starting to the ending that people, as time goes on, will want to even hear that from the videos. Are you with me? There are some certain things you say. Maybe, hello investors, and when you begin to use those words, or some very unique words from videos, at the end of the day, if you go to your comment section, you'll see that I was expecting this person to say these things. And this is because they have been used to a particular word you used in your videos in the past. And it has become your brand. And it can also be the way you dress. And somebody will say, I always see this man with white native. Right? She's always on black suit. Right? He's always in this type of colors and all other things. This can also be attributed to the brand that you're building. All right? It's not just the product. It's not. It doesn't have to be when you wrap. Maybe I don't know. For those of you who might be into cosmetology, it doesn't have to be this container or even milk. It doesn't. That's not the brand alone. You personally can be a brand. The way you look, the way you talk, the way you walk, the things you say can be attributed to the brand that you are building, what people can see you as. Am I communicating, please? All right. So it is very, very important when you are building a brand with meticulous details, things you know that somebody has not done before. These are the things you look out for to want to try in a professional way, right? There's a way you can position yourself to ensure that even without people meeting you personally, online alone, they can trust you because of your branding, because of the things you do. When they go through your page, they see that, oh, this person is serious about their business. You can also, it's very, very important that you separate your personal page from your business page so that you can audit whatever goes into your business page from what your personal page. You can post your fun videos on your personal page. Even maybe a bit corporate fun, there are some corporate fun too you can post on your business pages. But you have to be able to select them so that they can recognize you and say, okay, this is what this person does, and we're expecting maybe, even sometimes there are people who are expecting videos from you every Wednesday. You can put a time where you post videos, where you post pictures, where you do a lot of things that can now be attributed to you as an individual. Is that correct? So those are the things that actually defines you as a brand. Your logo. There's even for your real estate logo, there's where you design it, and some people will know that this person does not know anything. And there's a way your logo will look very classy, and they will know that this person knows their audience. Are you okay? Not that in your page, everything goes. Personally, there are a lot of videos that when my team and I, we were after shooting, when they said it, I said, no, we can't put these videos on our internet. Okay. Sometimes they even know that, okay, the boss will not post this video. Are you okay? A lot of videos like that. And that's because these videos do not particularly meet my standard. Everybody should have a standard. You should be identified with a standard. It's not that, oh, somebody comes to you and says, oh, this is what we want to do. Let's go ahead and do it. As a professional as well. There are even some places that you are not supposed to be seen. Is that correct? Because you don't know where your client is going to see you. Some people don't even tell you that they are in Nigeria. Is that correct? So you have to be on guard every time. Your pictures, your videos, everything, even your profile pictures, is very, very important because that's the first thing that they see from your whatever messaging app you are communicating from. You don't want somebody to come on your page and be seeing that as your profile picture or clothes or whatever it is. I'm not saying you cannot have multiple streams of income, but make sure you differentiate because real estate audience are different from this other, like I say, the car or able accessories. They're very, very different because real estate is capital intensive. And you know that anybody that is coming to want to engage you for real estate transaction is coming with a whole lot of money, right? So you want to try your person best to ensure that they are comfortable and they are impressed by what you are telling them or what you are putting out. So if I definitely wanted to sell maybe pepper and I want to sell it very, very, very expensive, then it's a brand I will go to it. And before you know, you see that this is the pepper that everybody wants to eat, and because it's now coming with a class. You hear people say, oh, have you heard about this CW pepper? Have you heard about this person's pepper? And you know, it's very good, just as small as pepper, because of the packaging. Right? Now we buy plantains in the supermarket for as high as 8,000 naira because they are put inside the bottle and packaged. So when you go to the supermarket, you don't even have to overstep that. But this is something you can maybe even prepare your house for as low as 2,000 naira. You can actually get a plantain done, right? When you already have all the other condiments in the household. I mean, because some people will be like, plantain don't reach 5,000 naira. I know, for the bunch. Right? Is that correct? So, but it's when you put this in the supermarket, and people will know that, okay, there is a class attached to this. And I also tell people that if I was selling courses, I would sell a lot of courses every week than selling real estate because it's not that expensive. And you know that even you personally, this is how you assess how people perceive you. When you go to the supermarket sometimes, when things are below maybe 5,000 and you just pick them, you just pick them. But when you see another one, the same position is like 100K, you first of all, you start very well. You pause. Do I really need this thing? Abi? Do I need it? I'm not sure I need it. But when I need it, I'll come and buy it. It's not now.
It's not necessary.
Are you with me? So those are the things people also see. So when they come to your page online, they say, oh, okay, this person is good. Look at the way she talks. Look at the way she works. Look at the way she's storing the property. Showing them every details of that property. Some of us are realtors who have never ever been to inspect the property before. All we have been doing is, my sister, once you get to that property, they send me the video. That's what you have been doing. So it means that you are not even emotionally attached to the job yet. Because anything that you have passion for, you will give your time to build it, like as we have done today. Is that correct? We are all here today to learn because we want to upscale our skills in the real estate industry. These are the things you must put in check every time to be able to stand out in the space of real estate. Is that correct? It's a continuous method. It doesn't stop. Learning never stops when it comes to real estate. A lot of things are changing. All right? There was a time that bungalow was the mainstream of properties. When it comes to that was the thing that was selling. Now we have duplexes. Even people going. Is that correct? You cannot stay in 2015 as a realtor with the same product knowledge you have. And with the same mindset you have. If you want to stay like that, by now you are not going to be here again. You have to continuously want to, upscale, upgrade your standard to continue in this business. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs a brand. If you can't work with a brand, then you create a brand. All right? So, like we have it here, it's a company, product or business name. It can also be your brand. Your logo and visual identity, trademark, promise and reputation can also be a brand. Oh, I bought the property from this realtor, I was able to get it. So next time you can get the referral and they will ask, Mr. Evans gave me my property. Yeah, I was allocated within 2-3 days. In fact, I was being chased with the allocation, not the other way around. It can also be a factor that contributes to your brand. And sometimes I tell realtors too, when you are going for allocation, when eventually your client is scheduled for allocation and you get to decide, make a lot of videos. Make that noise you have been waiting to make. Make it there on the side that day. That I sold property to this. Even if sometimes they don't want their face to be shown, but there's a way you can still walk around it to ensure that video alone is going to build more confidence to your audience. Because everybody has their audience. No matter how you put videos and you don't get one like, go and check the insight. You see that 50 people actually saw it. 60 people actually saw it. They just decide not to react yet. Alright? But when you continuously disturb them, one day they will send you a message. I've nurtured a client for 3 years and eventually the person bought. Just by posting on my WhatsApp status every time. And he started me and said, please send me the subscription form of this property. Even the property, but we have launched other 2 properties that were sold out. And he bought from the 3rd one. Are you with me? It can take that long, but just continue building that brand and promises through the things you are putting out. All right? Are we catching it?
Yes, sir.
Are we learning? All right. So, like we said before, a brand is more than just a logo, right? It is a perception. It is a perception. Sometimes, even the way you dress, some of your clients might be looking for you to put up another outfit so that they can learn from it, not just by buying from you now. And then there's a way I'm also dressed in this room, and I will come in to talk to you. Even maybe when Mrs. Angela was trying to bring me up to the stage, he said, who is the person coming to take us to this trip? I may look certain ways. I've been top as this person. Is that correct? No, it is correct. Even if you don't want to say it, because of emotions. Because of emotions, or maybe because you know my face already, which is my brand. Is that correct? So bringing up someone who you don't know before, and there's a way they will, particularly know, even if you are not going to say it, just because you want to, for decorum, I just want to be professional. This person is okay. Even there's a way you insult people professionally. And this person won't continue. Maybe when they start talking, you eventually learn something from them. But at the end of the day, even our lecturer said that you see also this lecturer is teaching us about money, but you don't get car. Doesn't know how in school. They are teaching you how to make money. Those of you who did business admin, you tell this how you upscale your business. These are the things you must put in place. You must do this. You must do that. No economics, micro and macroeconomics. At the end of the day, they are saying this way. The teacher don't get photo. Doesn't it happen? Yeah, it happens. So meaning the way they look alone can actually command a particular presence. What you do, how you dress, can command a particular presence. That's a perception. This is not a logo now. This is what you do every time. This is what you say every time in your videos. You know, you can look for a particular unique tagline that you must say in your videos that people will be looking at. Every time they're watching your videos, it will remind you that you have not said this thing. Because there's a way you say it. Of course, it's your word, it's your tagline. There's a way you put it out there for them to like it. So they're always going to want that particular part of you as a perception. Is that correct? All right, so now we have names like Nike and Apple. I'm very sure that if I tell anybody that I'm going to give you Apple here, the thing that will come to your mind is not the fruit itself, but the phone. Is that correct? I said, I want to give you an apple. I don't want to put the product in it. I want to give you an apple. You will not think about that fruit. You think about the apple because they've been able to use a fruit to be a brand, to be the brand, the face of their brand. So when you think of Apple right now, you know, you think Apple. And when you see the apple with a bite, you know what it is already. I don't have to write Apple on it before you know it's an Apple product. That's a brand. Those are people who have created brand. Is that correct? So we also need to look at that aspect of our businesses to ensure that we upgrade it. Then we also have logo, visuals, colors, font, designs, and style. These are the things, especially this particular part, colors. There are some of us, we don't have any particular color on our design. Today you can use red, tomorrow black, green. What other colors do we have? Orange. You are just using it. This branding has actually started for a very long time. That's why you see that those banks that were founded in 1970 something, they still stick to their color today. For instance, First Bank of Nigeria, when you see their color, you already know that this is First Bank. Is that correct? You know what? So as a result, you should be attached to a particular color. That you should be known with a particular color. Not every color goes. Today I see this person designed with purple. Tomorrow it's red. Next tomorrow black. The other one green. Although black and white are neutral colors. You can always add them to your designs anyway. But for the sake of training, I just want it to get more colors. Alright? So you need to be, it's a color that reminds you of something. Something positive. Something that you're happy about. Can actually become the color that just like every one of us like a color. Just like we like some football clubs, right? So those colors that you know you can always see and be happy. Not something that you look at, I don't like this color. Something that has a positive memory with you can also be used as your color to all your design, branding, you know, promotional copies of anything you are doing online. They need to be attached to you. They need to know you with something. People who know me very well, because sometimes they will call me Mr. Blue, and that's because they know that I like the blue color, and that's what CFW brand is recognized with. You need to be recognized with something, not any color. Don't let them describe me that's the way they use anyhow color. And when the colors are able too much, they make this design very uninteresting. Alright? It's better to keep it simple and classic. It's better to keep it simple and what? Classic. Alright, I already spoke about this. Voice and tone. Voice and tone can also be why people want to reach out to you. There are some clients that can even stay even an hour on the call with you just because of the way you talk. Why some might want to be off just 2 minutes in the call. Just want to get details of whatever they want to buy. And if they're not very happy with the reception, they go to another person to buy. And that's because of the way you communicate. I want to share this very, I don't know if it's a funny story right now. There was a time I wanted to do outreach for, orphanage homes and all of that. I've actually gotten all my materials and all of that. And I was searching on, and I wanted to go to a place that I've not been before. I don't want to tell them that I don't want to even let them that maybe I'm coming to this place. I just want to get a place online. But I needed to call them to do their even functioning. So after surfing for a while, I got a particular number on the internet, and I called the person. I'm like, "Hello, good evening. Yes, good evening." And they said, "Okay, am I speaking to so orphanage?" Yes. Okay. I don't know. Are you guys open? Are you still open today, or will you be open tomorrow? I don't do work now. I don't do work now. When I come to work, I will call you. I'm like, I don't know if you get me. I understand what I want to do is of a good purpose, but that communication actually, kind of struck me. I'm like, make me feel good at least for doing this thing. That's all I did. I don't just give me direction. Just tell me, oh yes. But because of that, I have to go for another offer. This time, I didn't bother to call the orphanage again because I don't want to keep the things in the house. So I just looked for one online and I just drove there. Are you okay? So when if that lady has actually spoken well on the phone, "Oh, good morning, my name is Laide, and from so orphanage, and okay, yes, we are open tomorrow from 6 a.m. From 7 a.m. to whatever time. You can call me anytime, sir." Because I said, I'm coming as a visitor. I even said it. I mean, who is the orphanage home without a gift? She know that I'm actually bringing something for the kids, right? But because of the way she communicated, I didn't have to go for that orphanage. I have to go for another place, right? So those are the communications we need to infuse in our daily business. It needs to be different from your normal talk. Even when you're talking to a friend, there should be a difference between talking to a friend and to a client. You should have a command of something. It can be very, very soft. I don't know, whatever tone that works for you that people really like. Sometimes test yourself in the mirror. Go to the mirror. I'm going out today. I want to do something. Oh, this is how I want to present myself. This is how I want people to perceive me today. Just practice it and let that kind of let it be instilled in you when you go out. Are you okay? When they call you, your numbers are out there. Some people will still come them and say, "Hello, I saw something. Where did you get the number from?" I know the one that put it online. Are you with me? Yes, some people do that. Please, I want to know who I'm talking with. Where did you get my number from? You are interrogating your client already, or your prospect rather. They may just go off. Since you know your number is already out, or maybe all you can do is to ensure that you have a different number from your personal use, different from your business page or whatever it is. So when they call that business page, you know that this is business, right? "Hello, my name is Aslan. Okay, yeah, I'm calling to find out about a particular property you posted some time ago. Which one be that?" They ask. So realtor. You understand? So but only product knowledge, and if you are keeping track of what you're even posting, can help you. But if you post anyhow, you may not even know. Sometimes you just post because you see the flyer. So they call you and say, "Okay, I saw a heritage garden on your page." I know maybe postable. I don't know about it. Because all the time you saw the flyers on the internet. All the time you saw the flyers on the internet or your rentals group were just to copy and put it online so that people will see that you have posted today. But you don't have the details of that property. You don't even know the title. So sometimes it's when they're asking about it that you bring your other phone out and start scrolling to get the details of that property. Is that correct? So as a realtor, just engage with properties that you can really talk about with confidence, freely. Things it's better than putting a lot out that you can't even explain. Do what you can explain. Don't do it in big passion that you will not be able to explain. Are you okay? So let's ensure that whatever we're putting out is something that we know and we can explain clearly to people or to prospects who will be reaching out to you. Is that correct? It's very, very important because I will always say that good communication starts with when you know what you are selling very, very well. What's the location, the title, the land sizing? You understand? oh, I'm buying acres, can I get a discount? Of course, you should have asked this question even before engaging the client in the first place. You understand? So when they ask you, they will know that, okay, this person is ready for business. Oh, okay, let me find out. Or maybe you can also use that in tactics, but in a stylish way. So it doesn't look like everything is already readily available, because of the way you present things would actually determine how they are going to take it from you. Is that correct? All right. So as a realtor, to put this to a conclusion, as a realtor, your voice needs to be very soft. And now you are a man or a woman. Yeah, and if you know that you are in a place where your communication is not smooth, where you cannot talk freely, then don't do the communication. Call the person back when you get home. Not where you are making calls and there is a what's it called, hand crawling, but and you're in that particular place making, and somebody is calling for a product of 100 million naira, and there's somebody shouting Oshodi by the corner. If it's not a conducive environment, then don't take the call. Put that down. If it's not a conducive environment, all right, don't take that call. Get home and call them. Call them before hours of business closure. Hello, good morning. This number called me today. The resources time I was actually busy, and I'm trying to return this call now. I would like to know. It's better that way. That when they call you, they are hearing some funny sound. They'll just end the call. Is that correct? They definitely go to end the call and I'm not sure I can deal with this person. And your appearance in the place too. And also ensure that they actually disengage you immediately they see you. Or they will allow you to do the meeting after you left and say, no, we can't do this business with this person. No, don't be like someone, if it's one plot I wanted to buy now, I can buy with this realtor, but this volume of land is much. Let's look for somebody who is more responsible. Don't be in that position. Always be in a position where they can do whatever volume of transactions with you. And the only thing that can help you be perceived in that manner is when your branding is intact. Am I communicating, please? Because at the end of the day, we know that our businesses are not for our family members alone. People will refer you. Just because you have a cordial relationship with the business, with your brother, does not mean that it's going to go like that with the client. All right? You should know the difference. You should know the personality to pose during transactions with your brothers, your family members, than to an outside client. Your brother might just want to overlook everything you do because they want to encourage you in the business and all of that. But a client is a no. You have to do what they are paying you for. Because, of course, the client knows that you are earning the commission from that sales already. You think they don't know? You don't know that they know? All right, so do the work if you want to get paid. All right? All right, so I think I've discussed this one. Customer experience, you have to ensure that your customer experience services is top notch. All right? It's not just even the call, when you meet them, how you attend to them, please them and all of that. There was something I never even did as a router, and that's to maybe join the client's vehicle whenever we are going for inspection. It was just personal to me. Are you with me? When the client tell me, oh, let's go for inspection, I appointed this vehicle, I didn't do it. Okay, maybe somebody will say because I had a car, but it wasn't even because I had a car. There was some days I didn't go with my car, and I had to use Uber. It was just a way because I wanted them to kind of perceive me in another way. I don't know if I get my point. Imagine just joining a client, and once after they are done with the inspection, where will I drop you? Or drop me at Blanco bus stop. They see you driving that way. But if you actually came in either in a ride, maybe hailing ride, right? Doesn't have to be your car. But I know it's quite expensive now, but we'll find a way around it at the end of the day. Are you okay? So you'll be perceived in a certain way than going there without anything. Even if it's not for a landed property, once you know that it's a house, try it, just try. I don't know if I get my point. If it's a land, you can see maybe 1 plot, 2 plots. These people might not want to take to it. But the people with the money, talking about hundreds of millions, they are very, very detailed. Even if it smells, it's going to affect your transaction. Because maybe the wife or somebody might say, I'm not comfortable standing around this person. That's already a red flag. Is that correct? You know, so get yourself in the right way, smell good, and I'll go and going to have a good experience with this client. It is very, very pertinent. This is non-negotiable in this particular transaction. There's no reason why you should just be coming out of the gym and say, let me rush and go and do, except maybe you use land. And it doesn't also mean that a client who bought land from you today cannot buy a house tomorrow. So always put that in check to ensure you are delivering quality services whenever you have the opportunity. Because it's an opportunity, because there are a lot of realtors out there. I'm very sure in Lagos alone we have more than we have millions of realtors in Lagos alone. So when you get a client to approach you, ensure that what is in your mind is to want to keep them to even buy. It's not ordinary services. Let me do the way I did yesterday. No. Find a way to evolve, know the new communication skills, what you want to say, how you want to present yourself to ensure that that transaction is yours. It is more than just a transaction, because if you get a client that always buys property from you anytime you have a property, okay, there's this property I want you to buy it and they buy. It is a certain communication style or your personality that can keep them, oh, this person is very honest. Alright? This person is very, very honest and I must buy up my property. In fact, some of them will tell you, don't worry, because of this service I've got from you, I'm going to talk to my brother, I'm going to talk to my sister so that they buy from you. Because of the way you have treated them. You make them so important that they never even feel before from any transaction. That's what should be your goal as a realtor. Alright? That's talking about customer experience. So, in the simple terms, a brand is an overall impression and feeling people associate with something. It builds trust, creates loyalty, and helps people choose between similar products or services. Like I've just said, there are a lot of realtors everywhere. It's just your service that would want to make any prospect who is talking to you or a client talking to you to stay. Yeah, it gets to a point that they are very loyal. Anything you say is what they do. Do you understand? It doesn't also have to even mean that they have to buy from you. I have a client who said, okay, we have a property that is selling for 48 million naira, which is even closer than the one he wants to buy. And he told me that, why is my own that is closer? Why is it selling for 48 million and the one that is far away is selling for 85 million? Does it mean that there is something with it? I said, no, there is no something with it. Okay, but this company now, can I buy from them? I said, yes, you can buy from them. I've not seen any scandal about them online. And the man was happy with me. Like 3 months later, he came and bought the property from me again. And he said the only reason why I came back to patronize is because you did not discredit another company to sell for yourself. It's a matter of attitude. Are you with me? It's a personality that you must put up. It's a personality that you must wear. Integrity in this business. Because it can actually stand for a very long time. For example, like I spoke about Nike brand. Nike brand is not about performance, innovation, and inspiration. It's what? It's not just about performance. It's an innovation and what? Inspiration. And that's why when you see Nike, they tell you, just do it. What is it saying? It's putting you into action. That's what resonates with you when you hear about Nike. You need some tagline like that in your own business. Taglines that inspires you when you are down, your lowest moment, or things that you really want to achieve. It can be curated from your vision as a tagline, what you are really standing for, something that really resonates with you personally, because it whatever resonates with you that you want to share to the public space. Is that correct? That's why some people, when there are some business with some names, maybe just acronyms, some client will ask, please, what's the full meaning of this? They want to know what they are really buying from. They want to know the brand that they are buying from. That's why they're asking those questions. So it's very, very important to them, and as well as it's important to you. Are you with me? So Coca-Cola, you definitely know whenever you see Coca-Cola, if I put Pepsi and everything here today, you know definitely we are going to be celebrating something. I don't have to tell you. Or sometimes when you walk into the room, you're going to ask, are we doing party? Are you with me? It's a brand that has gone to that level. The truth is that even Coca-Cola don't do even if they don't do advertisement again, they will still sell. Are you with me? Because they have gotten to that level. They have gotten to the level of trust that people can actually easily use their product for parties, just happiness, home, whatever you use, even for cooking and all of that. Is that correct? So something needs to be attached to you. You have to make sure that it is something that you're not going to get tired of at the end of the day. Then in real estate, your brand is how people remember and talk about you, even when you are not in the room. Are you with me? In real estate, it's how people talk about you, even when you are not in the room, even when you are not in the space where they are talking. Or maybe a company is coming up because of the way you have treated them in the past, and they say that they want to get a place to build a very massive structure, and they say, oh, the person that is coming to my mind now is maybe Pepper's Place company. I want to engage with these people. Are you with me? And why? Remember last time our MD was celebrating their birthday, that guy brought a cake to the office, right? It means he has a love for this brand. Those are also other ways you can actually create that connect with people. Gifts, no matter how small it is, speaks volume even in your absence. Even sometimes when you tell somebody that I will have given you a wristwatch, but because I don't have the money, but when I have it out, use it in the thoughts that count. That's what I'm going to tell you. Thank you very much for that thought. So if you know that there is a client that you have earned some millions of naira from, there's nothing wrong celebrating them in the days where you have to celebrate them, because that will always keep them in your mind. That will always keep them keep you in their radar. Whenever they want to talk about that certain business that you're doing, you are going to be the first option for that business. Is that correct? So let's try and incorporate that particular aspect in our business if we have not started doing it. It doesn't also have to be cake. It doesn't have to be something expensive. Just do it. Even showing up sometimes. Showing up when they are doing something. You create a relationship to get to that level. As a realtor, that's what it means. Sometimes you will see some clients say, at this level now, we are now family. We're no more business people. There's a level for a client, there's a level of experience that a client will get from you to be able to say something like that. Is that correct? Alright, so let's try and inculcate that in our businesses. Like I said before, what product is this? You don't write any apple there. Because but there's a uniqueness about this apple actually. Right? What's the uniqueness here? The bite. And because of this particular brand right now, in fact, this brand is what people really want to use. Even for the children at home. Sometimes when you bring an Apple product and you give them one of the other Chinese phone, and just bring it to them and say, please pick one of these ones. Are you asking me? Is that what I'm going to say? Yes. They ask you, are you asking me? I'm going to pick this iPhone. I don't want this one. What is this one? This one the phone. You understand? I one of my nieces telling their mom, which one time they said the mom is using 1.5 phone. And I'm like, how do you arrive at that? He said he uses one iPhone and one Infinix. So the Infinix is an iPhone. It's the iPhone. Are you with me? So it's a perception you have about them, because you know that people are actually using this particular brand, and the Samsung is coming with a class. It comes with a class. They're selling not just the phone, but the class itself. Is there anything that the Infinix can actually do, the Apple can actually do that the Infinix can even not do extensively? There is nothing. There's really nothing. Maybe somebody wants to tell me maybe a clearer picture, right? Yes. And editing features for your pictures and all of that. But in the long run, you can use it without Apple phone. Right? Headroom, yeah. There's Zenda. There's Zenda. There's a way out. You are not totally stuck. You are not totally stuck. Because it's super expensive. Just like the Samsung phone as well. Where you see people with it, okay, this person must have a class. It's you just making that perception, that opinion by yourself. That's because of what they use. I'm not trying to talk on people who are not using iPhones and Samsung. It's for the purpose of the training. You understand? So don't get upset with me after the change. Okay. All right. So there are phones, provided they can do your business. Anything that can do your business, you can use it. So what is this one? Is there Adidas there? Just the logo, you already know. So that's what your parents should do. This person always come in with a suit. This person always come up with a very nice native attire. You should be recognized with something individually. Alright? Remember, we are just making those brands as a reference. Well, the brand we're actually discussing today is yourself. Individuality. Your personality. That's what we're discussing. Are you with me? Alright. So, the next phase, we're going to be talking about why branding is very, very important in a business. Alright? Okay, so now one of the importance of branding, and if you are going to take a picture of that, kindly do it as well, or maybe you want to write it down. Branding is important because it helps business or individuals stand out, build trust, and grow. Are you with me? Like I said earlier, all right? Because you want to build trust with your brand and business. You're not using your name. Even if your name sounds very beautiful, wonderful, and all of that, but at the end of the day, you want to be attached to an entity. I hope you know that in business, your brand is actually different from you as an individual. You know, they are treated differently as an entity. I don't know if you are getting my point. So you have to ensure that you are giving all the brand look. You can give all as much as you can give to your brand. Just do it. Because that's the uniform another person can actually come in to use, maybe as a staff or whatever it is. They have to be able to align with your personality, your vision, your values, what you stand for in the business. You can only do this through a brand. Your name also can be a brand, but you just decide if that's what you want to use. Is that correct? Your name also can be your brand. You just have to decide if that is what you want to use. Alright? Then, number one, it helps you create recognition. Branding helps people easily identify your business through your name, logo, style, and a strong brand sticks in people's mind. Your brand can be that all what you upload are quality videos. Right? Whenever people are watching your videos, it's very clear, it's passing a message. So people are always stop to your video. When there is something you want to share about real estate, when some people get notifications that, oh, this person has posted a video today, they want to rush in there to watch because they are going to gain one or two from that video or that content that you've just posted. Like I said before, in these days, even your videos doesn't have to be talking about real estate directly. There are some things you discuss about real estate that will make people engage you. I want to talk to you and ask you, do you have property? Because you can sell your knowledge indirectly and get clients that will buy from you. Just going online and say, today I want to discuss about CFO. I want to discuss why you should invest in the Ibejuleki axis. Today we are going to be discussing the landmark in Lekki. You know, just those kind of real estate content can softly help you promote even the business you want to, because you can see people coming into your DM, because you have not sold a lot of knowledge to them, they want to charge you over and say, please, you spoke about something about documentation. I have a property like this, but I would like to get another property. Do you have a property that has a good documentation? Because that alone is going to increase your views online and then also increase your visibility online to get you to a lot of people outside your target audience. Because as people comment in this particular post, it's going to help you increase the reach on that particular content that you're posting. So indirectly, you can sell real estate without talking about real estate. You can talk about good tiling. Why I want my tiling to be white in the house. I prefer white tiling. I prefer, just talk about some few things in the house. Trust me, in one day we can't finish talking about everything. You know, even when you have spoken about something, sometimes there are always changes. There are always modifications. Is that correct? There are always modifications. You can bring it back. Lagos State can do something. The real estate company can do something. You want to talk about it, right? Like I saw some real estate, some realtors during the commissioning of the coastal road or something when they did that. You see, some realtors went there and said, "Oh, today I want to show all my investors who have purchased this property from where it starts to where it ends." And those things were getting views because they were trending topic at the time. Are you with me? So the thing is, the thing is not easy, but you have to do it. But because there's a level where you get to do it, and you don't have to do much work like you are doing in the gym. It gets to that time. But from the beginning, you have to do all these things. You have to build this trust that even when you are not posting anything again, they can still call you when they think about real estate. You understand? So that's what it is. That's why branding is important. If you want to actually retire early, then think about branding. Brand yourself. Then it also builds trust and credibility. Consistent and professional branding shows you are serious and reliable. People are more likely to do business with a brand they trust. Like I said, that's why I always emphasize that you have a business page and a personal page. All right? Let your business page always talk about your business. You know me? So you post real estate on your status every time. And sometimes it just goes to the back. Come and buy one bag. Maybe that day that person is coming to your page to look at what they are going to get from you regarding real estate. That day they will see where you are posting a cost of 1,500. And yesterday you posted something of 100 million. Am I communicating? What will come out from them? This person is not serious. Go step back. Are you with me? So your brand must be your priority all the time. You have to treat it well, the way you treat yourself. The way you wake up in the morning, you want to go for exercise, take breakfast, lunch, and all of that. That should be the same attention you give to your brand because it's very, very important. Don't let people come to your page and start finding something different. Even if you want to dance in your videos, you can dance professionally. Yes, they are professional dancers. Maybe after this meeting, you can go and check. All right? I will learn it. Tell your partner again that I'm ready for impact. Are you ready? All right. So, like I said, the real estate market is very, very crowded. All of us here who are into real estate, and there's every possibility that two of us have started talking to one client before. Is it possible? Yes. Very, very, very possible. Somebody can be chatting you and then chatting another person in this room. All they need is what? Good services. So that's why you have to ensure that you are standing out under your brand. Let your logo, your colors, your styles, your font, let them speak of class. People like class. That is why you can buy one garri for 500 naira in the market, then you buy it in the supermarket for 1,500 or 2,000 naira. And you don't price it. You can't negotiate in the supermarket. The only thing they can always give you at the supermarket, maybe when you buy a lot of things, just let's give you a discount. That's a very frequent customer. But extensively, they don't negotiate in the supermarket. What's the difference between the supermarket? Even sometimes somebody will say that the garri in the market is sweeter than the one in the supermarket. Is that not possible? Is it not what it is? Or maybe somebody will say that the rice that was cooked with the firewood, the jollof rice now, is sweeter than the gas. Okay. If you say so. So, when you go to Mama Put and the eateries, the prices are different. Because somebody is going to start with an apron and ask you, welcome, sir, what do you want to get from? That's what you're paying for, not the food. The air conditioner in that place. Not the mama put where you will be using your man of your hand to keep flies. It's a brand and packaging. That's how important it is. Oh, suppose I can't even eat the mama put anymore because I'm very sure that they are not clean. But you can also go to the eateries and eat, even when you don't know how to prepare it. There's only a few eateries that even show you the process of preparation, but those eateries are very, very expensive. They will tell you how your food is being made. So in between the gallery where you can eat and their kitchen, there is a transparent glasses, all right? But you're paying for that. But sometimes too, with my own personal experience, so mama puts food I even see now that this one's in the eateries. But they lack something. And that's the difference between agents and realtors, like I said earlier. Because you want cleanliness, you want comfort, you want to sit in the ACs and enjoy your meal. Is that correct? If you don't want to use your hand to walk while you are eating. That's what you must do. So, because the market is crowded, you have to try as much as possible to stand out. Stand out with quality listing. It's not every time you must use your phone. As a realtor, sometimes you can engage a professional videographer. Please, today, I don't want to post old videos or with my phone. Come on, let me shoot something that is very, very reasonable. I understand that even your raw videos too can work, but sometimes you should just be known with raw videos. I think a few times ago I was talking about people actually believe you when you are in the video than when you are not there. And I said there are some realtors who have actually not been to some properties, all they know that they want to sell real estate. So when Sister Blessing go for real estate, please send those videos back to me. I want to post. In that way, you don't even know what you want to sell. You don't even know where it's located. And with the slightest deception to a client, they may not buy that property again. As slight as it is. Are you okay? You know, for the fact that even companies they will listen. Now, I know if you check between 2000, maybe 2 years back, before we're doing, what's it called? We separate all the prices in the flyer. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It wasn't all inclusive. So you have the land cost for 1 million, documentation 250, developmental charges 350,000 rand. You know, but when we listen to a lot of realtors' feedback, and they said most times these things give them issue when they are trying to close a deal. So after the client says, okay, I saw the land of 1 million, I want to buy. So once they initiate the conversation, I say, okay, after you finish paying this one, you will pay this one. You will pay this one. I'm not interested. Because all I saw in the flyer was 1 billion naira. And some client will not even still tell, some realtors will not even tell them until they are done subscribing. So when they eventually now ask for allocation, I say you have not paid for documentation and developmental field. Did you tell me? You know, that can actually cause a fight that would actually make that client to go away from you. Or imagine when you are being honest, they will make their decision at a go. If they can do it, they will do it. And you can also be persuasive. Tell them that, sir, you can actually still pay this amount, then you take your time a bit to pay the other one. Maybe they can now ask you, how long can I take? You know, these are the reasons why you also need to get your own product knowledge right before the communication. All right? Are we learning? Then again, building a brand increases what? Customer loyalty. You are definitely going to be loyal to your brand. When you celebrate them, if you have the brand already on it, when one of your clients is doing their birthdays, you ask your graphic designer, please help me design, get a design for Mr. So person for me. if they want, or maybe sometimes it's on preferences though. Some of them want to be very, very quiet about it. But for them to know that even beyond the brand, you care for them, you can do some other things I've spoken about before, celebrating them physically with a gift and your presence. You understand? It can also help you build loyalty, How many of us here is going to fire our brand yesterday after this training? We'll be changing logos. If you know your logo, your logo is not even a logo. Change it. And some of our associates sometimes they pick a logo that is not even their own. So when you check the logo designs, it's taking alphabet that is not even from the name of the brand name and all of that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm very sure, no matter how it is, from 10,000 naira can give you a logo. All right. So this logo now becomes your watermark that you share along all your posts. So even without seeing your company name on top, they will know that okay, this is the person that posted this property. That's what Digi does. Once you post properties on Digi, they put their watermark. Is that correct? We do it on. There's another listing site too, Nigeria Property Center, right? Where you put it, they add their watermark. That's something I'm talking about. The watermark should also be in your products that you're posting all the time. All right? It helps you build a lot of loyalty. It lets people think about you even when you're not there. So support marketing and advertising. Branding gives your promotions a clear voice and visual identity, making your campaigns more effective and memorable. Like I've said, for First Bank, they have their color. And GTB too, they have their color. Is that correct? So sometimes even when they're celebrating some, what they call traditional days or something to do with the bank. I don't know. Maybe Native Day or something. So you see that they dress in the touch of all their colors. Even if it's, what's it called? Even if it's native, right? You see them wearing them, and you see maybe Wema Bank, you see them putting on Oppo or something that resonates with their brand. You can also see, for this purpose, Tony Lumelu, you always see him with the red tie for UBA. That's the brand. That's what it's pushing. Are you with me? That's something that can also continuously just advertise you, even unintentionally. Yes, it's not only one tie that he has. He has different shade of that red that he puts on. It's not just one. But because he is so, engulfed with his brand, you always see him wear it out every time. That's something you should do. As a realtor too, you can use your money to get your name described in the t-shirt you wear. So they will know, any client that is engaging on your page will know that, okay, this person that can actually use their money to do something like this will definitely give quality service. This person is embedded into this brand. This person is glued to this brand. That's how this thing works. Not that even you that have the brand, you can't spend 5,000 naira on the brand. They want somebody to come and patronize you. Are you okay? Some of us are realtors that have never used money to promote our arts before. All we've been doing is word of mouth, doing the traditional marketing. But the new way to actually get people unintentionally right now is through social media. That's why you see a lot of companies, Weber Bank, Jimmy, all these banks, they do content these days. Go to their page. You see managers of banks, they are dancing online now. Are you with me? They're trying to tell you that we are with you. All those things you do in your hidden place, we do it here too. So we are the same thing. They're trying to draw you closer with friendliness. Are you with me? So these are the things we must look at. Certainly advertising yourself without really telling people that you are advertising yourself. And also, when you do all those things, that branding also is very important because a well-known brand can attract investors, boost your company's value, and make it easier to expand or launch. So the big question I want you to ask yourself is, as of today, can companies reach out to you for a bulk purchase and they know that you can handle it? Would they be able to trust? Have you put enough things out for them to see? Because even when you are sleeping, people are on your page. That's why even when you have a YouTube page, if you don't post any, if you like don't post any video for 1 month, at the end of the month, they'll send you a newsletter. How many of us have received that newsletter, monthly newsletter from YouTube? You get it, right? You see it telling them this is your activities for the people visited, people your office address, people are checking it online. They don't need permissions from you. That's why I always say that anything that you know that you don't have permission, right, to decide how they will react to it, then do it well. So that you are sure of the kind of reaction, at least for the most part, to it. It's very, very important. All right, so, sorry. So after this training, I want you to be able to position yourself. You can do a lot of research online, really. Because sometimes I also feel like the things that you intentionally put yourself to teach yourself on are the things that actually stop with you more. You know, when you are intentional about it, there's nothing also stopping you from, what's it called? Reading some books in real estate. After this training, if you want me to recommend you to some books that can help you with communications in real estate, you know, closing deals, when to meet people and do all those things, you know, you can meet me after this training. All right? It's very, very important that we educate ourselves. So at this point, we're going to be taking like maybe 10 minutes break. All right? And after we come back to the main reason why we are here. Like I said before, anyone who joined us was because I don't do digital marketing without you positioning your brand very well. Because at the end of the day, if your brand is not okay, no matter the amount you spend on your digital marketing, you will not even sell. It's more like you are contradicting yourself. Because you can't promote rubbish. Is that correct? You can't be saying promoting rubbish. So you have to ensure that your brand is even well positioned before you go ahead and run ads. You know, there was a time, I think there was a time we did like modifications on all our page. Some of the things we felt like was not resonating with our brand at the time. We changed it. That's why you see some companies who change their faces in series. Sometimes they can tell you this was the first volume and we have another volume or series 2.1, 2.0 and all of that. And that's because over time they've evolved and they have rebranded. So rebranding is also a thing you can consider as a realtor who feels their branding online yet is not something that is good. You know, you should be seen online and be seen to be able to do a lot of business with as a realtor. All right? Thank you very much for this chapter. I'll see you again in 10 minutes.
Sir, please, let's go back to number 4 to increase this customer loyalty.
Okay. Number 4.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think I missed something. Is there any question in this section? So let's take the questions before we go for the break. All right.
I can talk.
All right.
I want to specifically talk about the Apple example we used.
Okay.
And I want to relate that to product differentiation.
All right.
And what I'm thinking is, Apple, by all intents and purposes, actually attract some class of people. So the branding for Apple isn't about quality only, but it's also got to do with the class of people. There's this class consciousness that the people use Apple. It's expensive, and the perception when people see you with an Apple phone is that you are well to do.
Yeah.
So I now extrapolate that to product differentiation. And on your platform or website, you are posting, affordable real estate, and then suddenly you post in luxury real estate. So I'm just thinking, oftentimes that brings some concern to my mind. When clients are looking, people, what perception do they have about my business? Am I into affordable real estate? Am I doing luxury? So I just look at Apple and I want to relate that to my brand. I came into the business thinking affordable, but then about my platform, I post luxury. So how do I manage that mix?
Let me answer this question. All right, thank you very much, sir. I don't know. Firstly, that's why it's also very okay that when you're coming out as a brand, when you're coming out for any business, you come as a brand. All right? You're coming with a vision of affordable real estate property shouldn't actually limit you to luxury real estate. The only thing you do is, for instance, there are a lot of companies that actually started like that. You see them, let me use Keshab. Let's say Keshab Real Estate Services or Keshab Homes, let me use that. And at the end of the day, when you're in the business and you feel maybe the demand for luxury is coming your way and you want to launch that aspect, you can use another brand name coming from Keshab. Let's say you'll be doing Keshab Homes and this time it can be Keshab Luxury. Are you with me? Then even when you want to go into renting, at the end of the day, that's also coming. It's also Keshab Rent or Keshab Renting or Letting and all of that. So the brand that is controlled under one umbrella. So in that way, you can expressly do whatever business you want to do as it is attached to the names of this brand. So in that way, you can actually manage it effectively, and you know where to post this one, and where to post this, and where to post this. I don't know if that answers your question, sir. All right.
Question goes to that aspect of giving allocations to clients. You know, is it allowed for upcomers like a renters who just begin to take a picture with other people's clients who is being allocated and then post it on your platform?
Well, I would
you're
say
trying to build a trust.
I know. I would say yes, and I would say no. And the reason why I would say no is that okay, let me ask you a question. Is it that you're trying to portray it as your own client? Is it for the purpose?
You know,
So it's
yes.
part of the packaging.
Yes.
So far, the owner of the client allows you and the client allows you. Can't
No,
wait.
it's wrong. It's very, very wrong as a realtor. So what you can do, if you have witnessed an allocation happening on site, you could also make a video and say, you can be the next client being allocated like this. It can become a content for you. Instead of coming to use them as your client, which is very deceptive. It's even possible that the client may see you online tomorrow and want to buy from you. And when they see them and see you, I didn't buy property from this realtor. Why is it posting it? So you can go for the event, post it that be my next client or be the next client to be allocated in this estate. You know, I think that passes more messages and also why maintaining your integrity as a realtor than just taking another person's client.
It's called.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said. That's why I was clarifying.
No, it's
Not
just
like,
like
like that. Anyways,
I think I asked questions. I asked you a question before I responded to you, right?
yeah.
And I said, is it using the client as your own client?
No,
He said
no, it's not a using personal client.
yes. But initially you said yes.
But it's not using it as your own client. But just
It's called make believe. It's called make believe. Sometimes people
Yes.
they also believe themselves. They still interview themselves as if you are acting as a client.
That's right. Do you remember the answer I gave to you? I said yes and no. So the situation might be very, very different. But I'm just saying that in a broad view, it's not something, because a client that patronizes you doesn't stop him from patronizing you. So what if they go to your page and find them in your page, say you are limited them and you are not the one that allocated them?
That's why I said the realtor that owns the client. If that person is your colleague, your friend, let me say your friend, you can.
It's only better if you guys are doing business together. So under that same brand, you can use
It's just
it.
that in the caption, Not that you say my client.
You say our,
We
we are allocating.
We are allocating.
All right, thank you very much.
Let me come in. I will use myself as an example. I went to allocation for a company during allocation. So during the allocation, as they were allocated, I snapped with the allotee of the plots. You know, portraying the company that I market for, that this company allocate property. So when I put it out on my social media, I got a call. Because of that photo alone, I make 6.
Thank you.
You understand that this company
Without claiming the client.
No, without claiming the client. This company, what they do is this company that market
That's
for,
exactly right.
they allocate property. You can see.
We are even as a
So with that, you are not claiming the client.
We do allocations.
Because you are putting on the uniform of the company, you understand that this company that I'm marketing for, they allocate company. With that, you close the deal.
I've closed a deal through that.
Yes, yes.
I'm going for
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Well, my question is a little bit outside of what would make a CFO property?
Please, so what class?
Please, can we have one class together?
What would make
A property that has a CFO be revoked. Revoked.
Okay.
No?
You just see yes, you just see a thing is 48 years.
That's what I
No, you said you just we have since the law was enacted. Since the law was enacted. Since the law was enacted. So, well, to the best of my knowledge, why CFO can be revoked, right? Basically, right now, would be first if there is a dispute on that property, you know, and also if they give this CFO the property that maybe company will have the kind of attention for in the future, because sometimes the truth is that even when a government property can sometimes be free, but you have to also check their master plan. So there's also master plan and it's different from even what you have in the property sometimes. So that's why sometimes that the advantage that the company have to actually access this people, even from one person can actually, you know, access. So what happens is that if a company is what's it called? If there is a CFO in the property and you don't report, firstly, because you have a CFO, you may also get a compensation from the government if they are going to use that portion of property for anything. So if it's either they move you to another place or they give you monetary compensation. But the problem of the monetary compensation predominantly has been that it's not really sufficient to the volume of the property. Are you with me? Sometimes they can backdate it to when the value of when the property was issued for the fee of overhang. So that's I think that's the most reasons why properties can be the sale of can be recovered.
Please, let's ask again.
All right. Any other questions, please?
Are we tired? It's the weather. She said it's the weather. So if you have not had your own coffee, just step back a little bit.
So please, 10 minutes. I want when we are coming back, please ensure your smartphone is working.
I'm not meant to
All right.
stop it. I don't know how to
Let
stop
me
it.
make a formal announcement.
Man is spinning me already.
It's 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. So we'll be back in maybe 10:34. Sorry, 11:34. All right? We'll back in 11:34. Ensure your smartphones or whatever device you have here. I think smartphone actually.